Right. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining today. Okay, it's been a brand new week, brand new opportunities. Make sure you understand this because a lot of things are going to be happening very soon. I am really, really proud to be mentoring you guys. So please carry on with the good work. And now that you are getting better, we need to add a bit more depth to your knowledge. Okay. So the way we are going to do this is what we call the quarters theory. The quarters theory is we are going to mark our charts in increments of 250. Okay, and we'll see how price respects these lovely little zones. So if you look at this particular one, it starts at any particular number but 250. Okay, once it goes that, we go to the next one, we add just 50 more. We keep on doing that until it goes to the next 250, which is indicated in blue. That's in 500. And then it goes to the next one, which is in 750. Okay. So the main reason why we want to learn this is learn and understand how price reacts these lovely little numbers. Okay. If we look at this particular candle of the green here, okay, so this is reacting from the 250, okay, and look how it then goes in between zones. Okay, once it goes to a particular zone, it'll either come back to the original zone or it'll keep on going up. If you look into the future of what really happened here with this particular black candle, it did not go below the 250. Okay, so if you understand quarters theory properly, you'll be able to take your trades in between the 50 pips, 25 pips, 10 pips, and you'll be able to see why price reacts from these zones. Okay, it's best if you do this either from the 4 hour or the 1 hour. Okay, if you do it from the daily, okay, you won't be able to see them as clearly, but it still works. Okay, it doesn't matter how you do it. Okay, so when I'm trying to tell you that you've got to hold your trades for 100 pips, 200 pips, 250 pips, okay, you can do this with quarters theory. Okay, so each blue line is 250 pips. So if you look here, 250, the next blue one is 1,500, the next one is a 750. Okay, so the way we do this, I'll do this in a brand new chart, but you need to understand how this really works. Okay, on top of that, okay, we're going to use our supply and demand zones, but the overall theme is you've got to understand the supply and demand in line with quarters theory. So quarters theory is all about the price. It's all about the price. So if you want to know where the price is at, you follow the quarters theory. Okay, is everybody getting what I'm trying to explain to you here?
Sir, please repeat again.
Say that again.
Sir, please repeat what you said again.
Okay, so we have been learning about supply and demand, okay, to identify where the sellers and buyers are. But in terms of price, we need to understand quarters theory. So the quarters theory is every 250, we mark our charts with horizontal lines. In between them, the way I've done it is I've marked this particular blue line, as you've seen in blue. Coordinates is, regardless what the number, 250. Okay, the next one up, I'm going up in 50s. The next one is going to be 350, so on and so forth. Every blue line is 250 pips. Okay, so you'll see if you can hold a trade for even say 1,000 pips. So if I just mark a brand new one, horizontal line, go to the coordinates, okay, and then put the coordinates in itself. Okay, so the last blue line was 750. And the next line is 1,000. Okay, So if we can hold a trade for 1,000 pips, okay, this will be easily done if we understand quarters theory, okay? Look at how price reacts these lovely little numbers, whole numbers. How price started here at the 1,000, it dropped all the way to the 250 at the very bottom. And now in the future, it respects these numbers. So this, if you look at the number itself here, it's 250. As it went further up, it tried to go to the 450, okay, in one shot, okay, but it doesn't go below the 300, okay. This is telling you in a different way that price is going higher instead of lower, okay, but you mark this on an individual chart. So the way I'm going to show you again is, let's pick a random one, okay.
So I have an explanation. I want to share an explanation, sir.
Are you going to share your screen?
No. I can use your screen only, sir.
Right. What is your
Yes.
question?
That previously, as the market went down from the higher zone to the lower, okay, can wait. From the higher zone to here.
Yeah.
Okay. So when it is going, it has come down here and then it went up. Can we consider this as a retest of this zone?
Retest zone, yes, but in terms of supply and demand.
Yes, in terms of supply and demand, we can consider as a retest of this zone, and as the price is going up, we can take entry here and hold our trade for a longer time.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So if I now look at, say, Euro GBP, okay, pick out one that I haven't done. Okay, so I go onto the 1 hour chart. Okay, so all of you guys, please try and not ask any questions during this time, please. Okay, so mark any zone, okay, and we'll make that all 0, 0. Okay, so from here, I put that 83700. Okay, so that's the beginning of our quarters theory. Okay, we'll now mark another zone. Okay, so 83700, 83750. So this time, okay, we're going to change the color so that it makes it easier for you to understand what's really going on. Okay, so here it was, the coordinates is 700, that's 750. So each time we're going up by 50. Okay, mark another one, 83800. Okay, 83850. Okay, and we keep on doing that until we go in increments of 50. Okay, so 700, 750, 800, 850. Okay, and then you'll see how the price reacts from these zones. Okay, so once you see that, you'll see, if I now go to a lower one, 650. Okay, when price reacts from a zone, and also please, okay, try and do this from the hourly or the 5-minute, but don't, if you do it from the daily, it won't be as clearly evident as it is in the hourly. Okay, so this is in line with your intraday. Look at how price in this particular one tried to go for that bottom zone and then react. Okay, this is all to do with quarters 3. Every 250 we mark. Okay, every 250. So that's 650, 700, 750. So 750 should have been our quarters theory mark. So change that to blue. Change the rest to black. So every 250 from this blue zone, okay, we're going to mark it. So here we've got 850. So here we'll first get the 900. The 950, that's perfectly spot on, and then the 4,000. So here, if you look at it carefully in terms of quarters theory, how this works and how this applies, okay? So blue to blue is 250 pips, okay? If we now look at how price reacts from these zones, okay? So if we look here at that one, that's 4,000, so 450. So as price goes from an area of demand, it'll start to make lower lows. So supply zone is starting to make lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. It will eventually react from one of these high zones, which we are marking with our quarters theory, okay? We're marking in 50 pip movements. So 650, 700, 750, 800, 850, 900, 950, and then 1,000. This will tell you the price points. Supply and demand will tell you, identify where the buyers and suppliers are. The quarters theory will tell you the price points of where to enter as close as possible to the 50 mark or 25 pip, 25 mark. Okay. If you look at this particular one, price nearly entered. It's a reaction from that zone. Price likes to understand or try to retrace from the quarters theory probabilities. Okay, it tries to move from one zone to another in 50 pip, 25 pip increments. Okay, if we now look at this from a 5-minute point of view, now as you've drawn this zone, okay, we will then be using our supply and demand zones. Okay, supply and demand zone here will be absolutely crucial of how you understand this. Price went up, starts to go further down. This is the first zone that it needs to take care of. Okay, so here we've got our supply zone. Price went up, it's not going further up on the 5-minute chart, and it's starting to go down. It went into a range. This particular green candle did not go above the zone. All these candles with the wicks are trying to go above, but it didn't. This is telling you the selling pressure is starting to continue. Okay. As price goes further up, did not go above here. You'll see price reacting. Okay, supply and demand is the most effective way to figure out where the sellers are based and where the buyers are based. But if you want to know in price points, you've got to understand quarters theory. So if we now look at it from a higher time frame, which is the hourly, okay, price went above here, did not go above this zone. This is the confirmation that you need from the wick entry that the price is going down. Price is going down. Price again reacts with a high wick, but it couldn't. This is a reaction from that zone. Okay, you must understand how these things happen and why it plays a good plays a part. As price goes further down, look at how price went down. As soon as you see a particular price, you're now new, if you want to classify support and resistance, is the 2 zones above. So that would be the resistance, that would be the support, okay? And look at how price reacts from that. Also, price did not go above here. That's your supply zone. Look at how easily you can confirm with these types of markings, as long as you mark each one with 50 pip increment, one to the next, to the next, to the next, and try and go from blue to capture 250 pips in one go. If not, capture 25 pips, 50 pips, 100 pips at the same time. Marking the zones is absolutely critical. Price points here is absolutely evident here. So if you want to know more about price points, quarters theory is the best way. If you want to know where the suppliers and so the buyers are and the sellers are, you do the supply and demand. We're not using any other theory. Even if you do it on the 5-minute time frame, you can identify straight away, okay, where the buyers are, how it is, how the lower lows are forming, okay? If you look at particular here, that's what's happening here at the very end. Price is starting to reverse. Price is starting to reverse. This is telling you that the reversal could be happening. So if a reversal is happening, okay, do that, okay? Is everybody getting this now? Is anybody going to say anything? Good, right. So marking your zones on the quarters theory, okay, you must do, okay? This tells you the price points. Supply and demand is the only effective way. Regardless of what strategy you follow, okay, you must understand where the buyers are, where the sellers are, okay? You trying to use too many strategies, it doesn't work, okay?
Hi, sir.
Hello.
Hi, sir. Amit here.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, sir. Sir, quarters theory, which one you explain?
Yes.
Can you explain again how to draw these lines, horizontal lines and settings?
Right. So I'll start with a brand new chart, okay?
Okay.
So first of all, I'll get rid of all this. So first of all, with a horizontal tool, just mark your line anywhere. Double click it, click on coordinates, okay?
Okay.
Change the last 2 digits to whole numbers. So that's your 300, okay? We change this to, for the time being, black. We get another line, double click, coordinates, and we change this to 250. So that's the beginning of our quarters theory. So every 250, we mark it. Every 50 pip increase, so 31,300 here, and the other one was 31,250. So now we got another line, mark it. Okay, change that to black. Okay, then change, go to the coordinates, change that to 350. You keep on doing that until you get to the next numbers. 400, then 450. Then the next one is going to be 250 pip increase. So change that to first 500. Change the style to the other one of the 250 pip increment.
Sir,
So
one thing.
here, yes,
Sir, we should draw this horizontal line from bottom of the chart or top of the chart.
you can do it
middle of the
from
chart,
anywhere, but you keep on drawing it.
Sir, one second.
You keep on
If
drawing
I
the
draw-
lines until it
If I
feels
draw
forced.
here, so one second. If I draw here,
Yes,
middle of chart,
yeah.
then price is coming below.
No. Don't talk about price now, okay? Mark the charts as it goes from the numbers, okay? Don't look at candles,
Okay.
okay? First of all, just mark the charts, okay? So it's a bit like how we draw our supply and demand zones. In the same way, we first draw any line, okay? Even on the 5-minute chart, okay, let's start here, okay? So we will do this at 7:50, okay? From that line, every 50 pips, we go down.
Okay.
So this one will be 700. Change that to black so that you understand what it is. Okay, so the reason why we're doing this is when price reacts from zones. So here, 600. So it's 650. Right there. So the question is, how do we use this information? Okay. So I'll do one more line at the top so that you can get this a bit better. 800. So please understand what I'm saying to you here. Okay. Price at the moment, only look at price, nothing else. If we look at this particular candle only. Okay. So I'll put something easier for you as well. Okay, right. So the way we trade this is we look at the price points of the two lines. So first of all, it's in between here and in between here. So it's gone from this zone, it's gone below this zone. So the next zone that it should go to is this zone. So this particular candle did not go above this zone. This particular green candle now did not go above this zone. So this is telling you the price is going to go down. So if it's going to go down, it's going to go below the blue zone and heading towards the new black zone. So this will tell you a 50 pip movement. So 750, 700, okay? With one trade, if you can hold it, you can get your 50 pips in one go on the 5-minute chart. You're also seeing that the price is reversing. Mr. AP, can you put your on mute, please? So this is telling you straight away that the price is moving downwards. These zones are acting as support and resistance, okay? Look at how on the 5-minute chart, it is going down from one zone to the next zone to the next zone. So you're trapping the price between two zones of 50 pips. Are you guys getting this now? Good. Okay. Remember, supply and demand is telling you where the buyers and sellers are. But if you want to know now the current condition of where is the price points going to be, you follow Quarters theory. You can make it your choice because it's easier to see over 50 pips. If you want to do over 25 pips, you can do it. Over 10 pips, you can do that as well. Okay. There's no rules for the lines to be in that particular way. Okay. The reason I'm doing it over 50 pips is so that you can see the difference easily. So if you can hold a trade for 50 pips, it's better for you to get more money in one go than to get the 10 pips. Okay. Also, as price goes further down, if you want to then mark your zones like this, that price did not go above here. This is giving you reference that this is where the short-term high is. Okay. As price goes further down, okay, you will then mark your zones. Okay. Look at how the price is going. Okay. Look at from the hourly point of view as well. Its price is going to the higher time frame. Okay, then it should see a reversal. Okay, here it is showing that the reversal is happening in the 5 minutes, but on the hourly, that's a big rejection. So if we try and see where that rejection happened from, okay, 876. Okay, so 876. If you look carefully, we just change that. It's 750. So this is telling you straight away, okay, you could be within 5 pips, 10 pips away from zones, and you can catch the moves. Okay, why did it react from that particular zone? If we look carefully, this is what happened over there. Okay, if we now look at it from a line chart point of view, okay, look at how price is reacting, how price is going quite aggressive. It is going from one zone to the next zone to the next zone. Okay, this is telling you it's an upward movement rather than a downward movement. Okay, and if you look from a 5-minute point of view, it's telling you it's a sell. Okay, overall, go with the bigger time frame than the high and the lower time frame. This is why intraday at all times, okay, doesn't work. Okay, you're watching the 5-minute and then the trade reverses from the higher time frame. Okay, look at how, okay, price reacts on these zones, because we haven't done it perfectly according to the line chart, but look how it reacts. Okay, price reacts at very, very key points. Okay, price reacts from key points. Okay, you must see how that is. It'll be very, very close to the zones. Okay, but this is what you've got to see. Okay, you would be very, very, you'll get your trades better, and overall, okay, you'll see that a lot of difference within your theory because you're using Quarters theory. Is everybody getting this now?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello, Taran, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How about you, sir?
Not bad.
Are you fine from that accident, sir?
What is your question?
I'm asking that this quantum, what कौन सा theory है sir ये?
Yeah,
Quantum
Quarters
theory.
theory है.
Quarters theory. ये सर आप मीन्स FX में ही काम करेगा या इसमें अपने इंडियन स्टॉक
कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट के साथ में काम करेगा.
तो इसमें हम कैसे ट्रेड ले सकते हैं, मीन्स होल्ड करने का कैपेसिटी ये बताता है सर.
होल्ड करने के लिए कहाँ तक ये जा सकता है, कहाँ तक ये रिएक्ट हुआ. तो अगर आप ये देखो कैंडल के हिसाब से, ओके, जब ये जो कैंडल, ओके, ये ग्रीन कैंडल, ओके,
जी
जब
सर।
ये स्पाइक हुआ कहां तक जा सकता था, ओके, और कहां से रिएक्ट हुआ, ओके, ये आपकी क्वार्टर्स थियरी बताएगा। क्योंकि
ओके सर।
आप लोग की प्राइस के बारे में आप लोग बहुत वीक हो, ओके, तो अब आप लोग जानते हो कि कहाँ बायर्स है और सेलर्स है, लेकिन प्राइस के बारे में आप नहीं जानते, तो इसलिए क्वार्टर्स थियरी बताता है, ओके, ये कहाँ से कौन से प्राइस से रिएक्ट हुआ,
ओके सर।
क्योंकि ओके अगर ये देखो 250 से, ओके, ये 250 से रिएक्ट हुआ, ओके, और अगर मैंने आपको लास्ट टाइम बताया था, ओके, ये 3 बार टेक्निक, ओके, ये जो प्राइस इससे नीचे है और इससे भी नीचे, ये है हायर, ये है लोअर लो, ये है हायर लो, ये है हायर हायर लो, ओके, तो इसका मतलब है, ओके, प्राइस रिएक्ट हुआ है, ये 3 बार कैंडल है, तो इसका मतलब है प्राइस रिवर्सल हो रहा है, ओके, लेकिन ये प्राइस नहीं बता रहा है, तो ये क्वार्टर्स थ्योरी आपको बताएगा कि कहां से रिएक्ट हुआ, ओके, और कहां से जा सकता है। बात आई समझ?
जी सर।
गुड, ओके, और कोई सवाल? राइट, एनीबॉडी एल्स गॉट एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस?
अगर सर इस वो इंडियन मार्केट में किस प्राइस पे हम अप्लाई कर सकते हैं?
पहले तो आपको
50
मार्क
पिक्स पे
करना
ही
पड़ेगा,
अप्लाई कर।
ओके,
हाँ, मैं अभी जस्ट मार्क किया है, एक सैंपल भेजा व्हाट्सएप में।
राइट, ओके, व्हाट्सएप पे नहीं भेजो, क्योंकि मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ, एक पे कोई और पे ध्यान नहीं दे सकता, ओके, राइट, लो, अगर आप ये देखो, ये निफ्टी है, so last 2 points don't use, okay, from 6 to 50, okay, 16 to 50, फिर आप ये देखो क्या हो रहा है, ओके, सो ये था 16,300, 16,350, 16,400, राइट, ओके, अगर आप ये देखो ये यहाँ, ओके, नो 1 आवर से होगा बेस्ट, राइट, ओके, ये जो डाउन कैंडल, ओके, जब प्राइस ऊपर जा रहा था, ओके, ये जो विक कहां से गया, ओके, ये था 16,250, 16,250 से रिएक्ट हुआ लेकिन ऊपर चला गया, ओके, यहाँ प्राइस आपको और बेहतर बताएगा कहां से जा सकता है, ओके, अगर ये अपवर्ड मूवमेंट है, ओके, तो ये 250 से, ओके, देखो 500 से गया, 400 यहाँ है, ओके, 6,450, ये 450 से रिएक्ट हुआ, ओके,
जी सर।
अब देखो 500 से क्या होता है, ओके, 500 से नीचे गया लेकिन 450 से नहीं गया,
जी सर।
तो इसका मतलब है, ओके, ये आपको प्राइस बताएगा कौन सी, ओके, सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस, ये क्वार्टर्स थ्योरी के बारे में, ओके, ये ऊपर होगा रेजिस्टेंस या नीचे होगा सपोर्ट, ओके, और यहाँ से आपके ट्रेड्स और अच्छा होगा
मजबूत होगा जी
जी it doesn't matter about your charts confusing because you're using so many strategies. Okay, you've got to understand quarters theory. Okay, if you're not going to understand quarters theory, only use supply and demand. Supply and demand takes all of this out.
okay sir
If you want to, because you want to get your trades better, understand the price. And if you want to understand the price, you've got to understand quarters theory. If you want to know where the buyers and the sellers are, understand supply and demand, okay? If you want to do 5-minute trading, you've got to understand quarters theory. If you don't understand quarters theory, okay, you're not going to understand where the price points are, okay? Look at the price points, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450, 500. Keep on marking your charts, okay? Your charts might look a bit messy, but it'll tell you where the price is reacting from, okay? If you look at this particular price, it's in between 500 and 450. So it's telling you that the price, where it's going to or where it's going to go away from, right? Mark your charts in a systematic way, and we'll have more questions of it in the group. Right. Thank you very much, everybody, today.